The Last of Us season finale. We got to start things off with our at one sense review for the entire season.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go first.
Mm-hmm.
This shit was mad disappointing.
I'll go next. I'll say, man, I wish there was some consistency.
I'm gonna go. The highs did not outweigh the lows.
So, final episode of the entire damn thing. Only 9 episodes. Still disappointed in that. Should have been 12 to 14, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
I also agree.
They wasted 10 minutes of this episode.
With what?
With the opening.
What?
With Ellie's mother.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, they wanted to get the cameo in.
You know what?
That cameo was nice to get Ashley Johnson in there from the OG Ellie. It kind of fucked me up because she has the OG Ellie voice in general. So I'm like hearing Ellie give birth to Ellie, and I was like, huh? I don't get it, you know? But
It's actually has deeper meaning.
Emotionally, didn't do anything for me emotionally. By telling us how you get immune, you have made a fucking plot hole.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Only
Because
sort of.
Marlene knows what happened,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
Marlene
true.
knows what happened for Ellie. So if Ellie's immune, she knows how to make more people who are immune,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so when Joel gets to the hospital later in the episode, she's like, no, there isn't anyone else. You can make someone else.
Yeah,
Well,
that is true.
I guess that depends. She has to have figured it out, but she was told that she gave birth before she got bit. Obviously when Ellie
That's obviously not true.
Obviously when Ellie gets bit and she realizes that she's still alive, that must not have been true. But that's 12 years later.
Yeah, so like this is something people have been asking about for a while. It's like, what happened? How was she immune? But here's the thing: by people knowing how she is immune, you've basically made shit fucked up, right? Like if maybe the mom had stored Ellie somewhere and then she had turned and died, so then it leaves a little bit more ambiguous to where they don't know what happened, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
But by knowing what happened, you know how to replicate another Ellie now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's ethically is it fucked up? Yes, but they're about to kill this little girl.
I was
anyway.
gonna say, ethically, it don't matter.
Wouldn't it make more sense to go raise a child like cattle and then scrape her brain? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree.
I guess.
to me, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's why I didn't like that part. It was like, why would you do that? Because now you're gonna put too many plot holes in, and they've done that like 2 or 3 times now where they added plot holes into the series.
Yeah,
It's like you guys didn't think through what they were doing.
I honestly didn't even think about it like that, but it makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I sat down and thought about it for like 10 seconds, and like, why don't you just make another one? You know what I mean? Like that's just my thoughts on that.
Try now, bozo.
Still upset about the Kathleen stuff. You guys wasted 2 episodes on that. I could have gotten anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I mean,
Did any of you guys feel the acting was off this episode?
From who?
Pedro.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. No.
I had 3 different parts where I had to write down like Pedro's throwing me off right now. I'm not feeling his acting. Specifically, it was on the bridge when they were doing that, and he's like, "Look, it's Chef Boyardee." And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I was genuinely like, "What the hell is going on?" You know what I mean? I'm glad they didn't leave things up to interpretation, because Ellie's acting weird from the start of the episode, right? And so you can kind of, before they say, you can kind of think maybe she's still acting weird because of what happened in the winter, you know? But then Joel says, you've been acting weird today. You know what I mean? So it's not the winter, it's that she doesn't want to get dropped off, you know? She wants to stay with Joel. She's scared they're not going to be together, which was good, you know? I like that. Good acting, good choices.
I thought, especially the last couple episodes, Ellie's actress has done a great job.
I fucking agree. She killed it this episode. That's why it made me even look at Pedro more. It's like, what's going on, Pedro? You slacking right now, big man. You know, Bella Ramsey really turned it up a notch. I don't know if there was different director for this episode or what, but whoever was doing the last few was killing the game for Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
Happy Joel voice coming out of Pedro also sounds weird. I don't know what it is about the accent he's doing, but it sounded so weird. He's like, look, it's Chef Boyardee. I was like, Joel, this Chef Boyardee shit really got me hung up. Because they got 2 sponsors for this episode. Because whenever they mention a company by name, they got paid. They had Chef Boyardee and fucking Boggle.
I didn't notice that one.
No one's heard of Boggle since 1922.
Right.
Come on now, you guys could have got at least Scrabble or like a Yahtzee or something.
My great grandpappy was telling me
they're
about.
all made by the same company.
That's what I'm saying. You could have picked a better name.
Saying. Yeah, nobody plays Boggle.
That's fair.
Like, look, we're trying to get Boggle back on the market.
Do you own Boggle, Tristan?
Do I own Boggle? No, I think I've only played Boggle like twice in my life, to be honest with you.
I don't think I have played Boggle.
It's the one you get like I don't know if you've ever even know the premise, but like you have the blocks with different letters.
Yes,
on.
I know how to play damn Boggle.
I was talking to Eli. He hasn't played it. Maybe he doesn't know how to play it.
We're not doing it Boggle and ad. We're doing it now.
So I'm trying to get this on the market. This is how you play it.
Jesus.
Hey man, maybe if I sell it, maybe if I sell it well enough, they'll give us money.
God, obviously they're throwing money out.
So they added this plot line about Joel trying to kill himself. I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the game because I just played the damn game. Again, another plot hole. This makes Joel look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
How do you miss? It's not even like he hit himself in the head and just didn't die. He missed.
He flinched. He said that.
Bro, don't.
Come on, man.
Don't.
That's enough reason to miss.
How was he shooting himself to where you can flinch that bad?
He's got a handgun.
How do you put the gun in the middle of your head, right? Flinch, and then the shit barely scrapes your temple. What were you flinching, bro? Do you have Parkinson's? Fuck?
He was flinching, but he was actually Neo, so he fucking just dodged the shit.
He dodged it. That was so dumb. And then it even makes it even worse is that supposedly he tried to kill himself right after Sarah died, right?
Okay.
All right.
Then he has the audacity to say in that same scene, she's like, how'd you get over it? He's like, I didn't until recently or something stupid. He was implying that Ellie helped him get over it. Dude, that's just not true. You've been alive for 20 years since then.
He been
20 years.
He been alive, but he ain't been living, Reek.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. Tristan's got a point, man. Like,
it's the truth.
He filled that hole in his life, that void, with Ellie. So maybe he wasn't.
20 years later,
dude. People grieve different, bro.
He didn't get to watch his daughter grow up.
If I missed the first time, I'm not missing the second time. Okay?
Hey, all I'm saying
that's my point. I'm not waiting 20 years and wallowing in pain.
I'm on your side here, bro. I'm 100% on your side. But there's people out there that, grieve over their somebody that they lost for a long, long time, and don't get over that shit. So
I can't imagine it was made easier to try and get over that by the fact that they were still surrounded by zombies for all 20 years.
Really they weren't, because they haven't seen a damn zombie.
Yeah, we're the zombies, bro.
Bro, for real, this is a zombie show, and we basically saw zombies in 2 episodes.
Yeah, don't do that, because people are gonna come out here and be like, "Look, man,
I'm gonna do it.
This show's not about the zombies; it's about the people." I understand it's about the people, but you have to show zombies to make me believe that there's danger somewhere.
Yeah. Tristan, you don't understand, bro. Like, the zombies were the friends we made along the way.
Bill and Frank were the zombies all along. Like, it just don't make no damn sense, bro. They did some real goofy ass shit. And then they had the audacity to say, "Guys, there'll be more zombies in season 2." And I'm like, bro,
and
they're better. I know the plot of 2. If you don't got no zombies in 2, 2 gonna really suck some ass. But yeah, I don't know. That was just like, that made no sense. Because again, if I'm going through all this and my daughter just died and I gotta live in this quarantine zone and they're feeding me fucking beans and toast, I'm shooting myself again.
That just sounds like England.
It's like, I'm hanging myself, I'm shooting myself, I'm not making it, bro. I don't care. Tommy can try to drag me for as long as he wants. As soon as Tommy left, I was killing myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what Joel's talking about 20 years later, head ass. I don't know. This episode was completely speed ran as well.
Yeah, of course.
It seemed, dude, it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was 45.
It was 40 minutes, and 10 of it was the damn.
That's what I'm
damn
saying,
mom.
bro. It was over, and the credits rolled. I was like, there ain't no way, son. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're done.
I just want to point out
And
my
then there was
prediction.
10
My
minutes
prediction
of
was
BTS.
completely wrong.
What was your prediction?
My prediction was that Joel was going to die at the end of this episode.
I mean,
This is
did.
without me having any knowledge of the game. Does he die in the game?
no.
Oh, well then that makes
The ending's 1 for 1.
then that makes a lot more sense because I thought Joel died in the game. Is he in the second game?
Yes.
Okay, well then
dies in the
why I
second
had
game.
that's why I had no idea that he wasn't gonna. I was like, yeah, they're gonna kill him. I was feeling like he died at the end of the first game, and that would make a lot of sense. Nope.
He's on the movie poster of the second game. That's the only reason I knew.
That's fair. I didn't know that.
Or the game poster, I guess.
He's on the cover, but I guess maybe on one of the posters. But the cover is Ellie, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cover
I
is
think you're
Ellie.
right.
I don't know what. I mean, we'll get to that in a second. But they speed ran the hospital fight. Did not like that action scene at all.
You didn't?
They shot it very weird,
I'll agree with that.
and you're supposed to feel like Joel's a Terminator, but really I didn't feel like he's a Terminator. I feel like these guys suck because he was just walking straight at them, and they were just missing with the machine gun straight at him.
The Stormtrooper aim.
Yeah, it wasn't even like Joel was tactically taking. Like that's what I wanted. I want to see some John Wick, some fucking transporter shit. You know what I mean? Like Joel is a one dude going against like a whole army right now with big ass military guns. And you're telling me just walking at him, shooting them?
Yeah.
Especially after this whole season, they've been saying Joel's washed.
Yes.
Have they not?
Yeah.
Have they not been like Joel's washed, Joel's ass? So you're telling me this ass 50-year-old man just goes in there and smokes everyone? I'm like, what?
Hey man, it was on the power of love that he did that.
Oh no, not the power of friendship and anime.
That's what it was, bro. He had tunnel vision. He was like, I'm shaving Ellie. And then he went in there.
Yeah.
He went bananas for like 5 minutes because for some reason that's about all it seemed to take him to cover about 4 floors of the hospital, killing everybody.
It had to be budgetary issues because there's no way that that's what you do for the big action set piece of the entire
Yeah,
series.
that was kind of
There's
wild.
no way that whoever has budgetary
HBO.
issues. I wasn't going to give him the credit.
They definitely used it all on the first couple episodes or in like the sets.
You didn't want to give HBO credit, but you wanted to tell me about Boggle,
Bog,
bro.
yeah,
Hey man,
what the fuck?
you guys mentioned it first. Look,
But then we get to the most pivotal scene of the entire series. Joel kicks in the door, waving the 4-4, and says, "Get her off the damn table right now, boy." And he goes, "I'm not doing it." That dude got 3 words out before Joel just shot his
that
ass.
was
was
crazy.
wild.
I did not expect
I'm not
that part.
gonna Why not? What do you thought? Doing Joel's just gonna let him try to stab him? Stupid ass.
Bro, I can't believe they stole that scene from Fractured, bro.
Stop. You don't stop. So he shoots the man. He gets Ellie. Takes Ellie, and Ellie and him run out of the building and down the elevator, and then they run into Marlene.
Not Marlene.
Oh, sorry ass Marlene. She had done shit the entire show. Shows back up, gets the clap. And she got baited by Joel. She's like, "Joel, it's okay. We're all friends." Blap. Fuck you, Marlene. Blap, blap.
That sure was
Dips out
something.
in the truck. And then, he took her and that's it. Your guys' thoughts on Joel saving Ellie instead of saving the world? Thoughts, opinions?
So, in my opinion, this is a scenario, and I've said this before. Joel is not a character you're rooting for because he's a good guy. You're rooting for it because this is his story and he's doing what he needs to survive and live his life the way he wants to. Mm-hmm. In this case, I think the anti-hero, Marlene in this case, at least to the story, the anti-hero, has a point. Like she has a valid point. She's trying to save the world. But I'm rooting for Joel because, those are the characters that we know. It's not like Ellie's just some random girl to us. Like, if Joel was the one trying to save the world, right? And they brought up some random girl that was sick and they could, give the drug to everybody, then sure, yeah, okay. But we're already emotionally attached to Joel and Ellie, so why would we want to falter their plot line? So I think both sides make a compelling case, but we're rooting for Joel in this scenario, so.
Yes, I actually fully agree with that. From Joel's perspective, it makes perfect sense. I agree with what he did for his story and his character. That's exactly what he should have done. But for the good of humanity, sorry, bud, you're 0 for 2 now, and you got to let it happen. We're trying to save the world, and you're over here being selfish. That's pretty crazy right there.
You know, when this originally happened in the game, there was a big argument about this, whether what he did was right. I think we can all agree what he did was wrong.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
I'd probably do the same shit, right? The other issue is that someone brought up as a very compelling point to me is that what guarantees the Fireflies are going to try to use this in the proper way to actually save humanity? What's to make them going to try not to barter with it and try to turn it into like a commodity? Like, think about human nature, right?
Yep.
We always be doing bullshit. We get the cure for something, and we're like, how can we sell this, right? So, what's stopping Marlene from getting this cure? Even if it works, like, it might not even fucking work. Ellie might have died for nothing, you know what I mean? They can't produce a cure at all. I think that's what they're trying to suggest as well when she tried to save Sam, and it didn't work. So, maybe the cure doesn't work. It only works for her. They do that, kill her, take it off her brain. It does work. Now the Fireflies are trying to use it as a fucking banking maneuver to get over on the government and take over QZs and shit.
Right.
And what's going to guarantee that they're going to give it to other countries? You know? What's going to stop the U.S. from monopolizing on it once they get it from the Fireflies? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more nuance going on.
Of course, it certainly feels as if they treat it as if the rest of the world completely died off and the U.S. is the only place that survived at all.
It's not even possible.
Because of their guns.
I mean, there's probably just not any long form of communication like that anymore.
No, and they prove that.
Cross-continental is probably hard to do. So probably no one knows what the fuck's going on any continent except for like North America and South America.
Which is crazy. I mean, it's just a crazy
And even then,
idea.
they might not know what's going on south because it's too fucking far.
Exactly.
So we don't know what's going on in Mexico or Canada at all.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're going to get a defend the border piece in the next season, for all I know.
Next thing you know, they're going to make spin-offs and they're going to start showing different countries. Because I can see them trying to milk that shit.
Yeah.
But, I agree with Joel. If that was my surrogate daughter, I'd fucking kill everyone and be like, fuck this, fuck y'all, I'm good. What do you need a cure for? There's no zombies anywhere anyways.
For real?
Yeah, that's
no damn zombie.
pretty true. That's pretty true.
What was the last time that we saw, what episode?
Kathleen?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was episode 5?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah. And then there was one in the flashback episode, but that's a flashback. That's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't seen zombies in the whole show. So, like, what's there to be scared of, bro? You're more scared of the humans at this point.
I mean, I think that's partially the point, too, of most zombie
things. That is
things.
the point, but still, you got to show the zombies to let them know that that's still an issue.
Right. And, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna piss
No,
off
come
the
on,
people more.
argue.
It's not arguing with you. It's arguing with people that are going to think I'm insane. And that's one of the things that The Walking Dead actually does pretty well. Is the zombie-human balance. Because there's still that zombie factor no matter what season you're in.
Okay.
It's just, which human interaction are you having. I'm not saying that show's better. I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just saying that they do have a good balance of that usually.
Yeah, they do. They do. And you have to admit it. They do have a good balance of it. Because, like, they argue in there, it's like, there's only a couple million people left, but there was hundreds of millions in the U.S.
Right.
So you should be every corner. There should be zombies everywhere.
Presumably.
It doesn't make any sense why there isn't in The Last of Us. At the end, Ellie is a little sussy on what happened. She asks Joel, are you telling me the truth? Could they really not do anything about it? And Joel looks her in the face and goes, yes.
Bro, she knows. Like, there's no way she doesn't know what happened. I think she wants closure and to be told something different so she can believe that. Mm-hmm. But I think she knows exactly what happened.
Do you think this will be a point of contention in season 2?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be. I would hope so, at least. I don't know what the fuck else is going to happen. yeah, there it is. I was waiting for the laugh.
Yeah. I can't wait for season 2.
Oh, no.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, it has to be a point of contention. I'm just curious how she's going to find out. Like, if she's gonna find out. You know what I mean? Like she's sussy. She didn't start doing some research. She's gonna go on Google.
Shit.
Firefly Hospital incident.
She's like, oh fuck.
Oh shit! They got articles about you, Joel. Huh?
Different guy.
They're going back to Jackson. You guys want to see more bonding episodes between Ellie and Joel now, or what do you want to see for season 2?
Fuck,
Zombies.
I don't even know it.
I want zombies.
I wanted some bonding moments earlier, bro, and they didn't really give it to me, so I don't care. You do your thing, and I'll just watch
didn't
it.
Do it for you, Eli?
Okay, hold on. Don't disrespect the scene, because that was a great scene from the game.
The giraffes were fine.
No,
man.
the giraffes were.
Don't
I'm
disrespect
not
the damn
disrespecting it, bro.
Let me disrespect you.
I was told that the one giraffe was a real giraffe. I don't know if I believe that.
That's what the internet said.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I heard
real
that.
giraffes, but
I mean, I've very few times seen a giraffe that close. So
that giraffe was getting
That's
shocked and shit. Like, they're beating that animal up.
yeah, that's fucked up. Don't make me think of that.
Shot. Brr, brr. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they always treat animals like shit on film set.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Shout out my boy Gordy.
Wow.
Shout out Gordy. That giraffe gonna handle them Gordy style.
True. It was a real CGI giraffe, bro.
Did you guys watch the BTS for this episode? Or
I
no?
did.
Nah,
not.
fuck it.
I did. They jerked themselves off so hard.
I bet.
You know, I think we did
right-
a really good job of sticking to the game and what we were trying to embody with the story of Joel and Ellie. I imagine that's what they said.
Well, that's a lot of what they said, but the HBO dude, the showrunner, not the game writer, was like, he was basically acting like the scene explaining how Ellie got immune was super powerful and emotional. I was like, bro, I did not even get kind of sad in that episode, bro. I was just like, okay.
Well, I didn't get sad at all, but I thought it was helpful for me who hasn't played the game, and I was like, oh, well, this explains things and it makes sense to me. So I had like some appreciation.
That wasn't even in the game, so I'd be like,
Yeah, well then,
this didn't do anything for me. I was like, okay, well, it took, like I told you guys earlier, it's opened up plot holes for me at least. And then the HBO writer guy had the audacity to say that he said The Last of Us is the greatest story in gaming history, and Neil Druckmann, who's the writer for the game, is a genius. Now,
Maybe it was.
this dude's huffing some crazy copium. Because as a guy who likes video games himself, Last of Us is a fantastic story. It's definitely, I would say, in the top 10 of video game stories, the way it's written. But if you really start digging into it, it's a very cliched game,
okay.
right? It is like surrogate father, surrogate daughter. That's what it is. Like that's a super cliche fucking thing in gaming.
It's not super
Especially
creative.
in modern gaming currently. If you look at God of War and other things like that, you traveling with a younger kid of yours is consistently in gaming at this point. It's been a
Absolutely.
thing for a long time. So let's not act like Last of Us is treading this amazing new ground. Yes, it's executed fantastically. Yes, it's one of my best favorite games of all time, but it's not the greatest gaming story ever written. That's crazy. And Neil Druckmann is anything but a genius because he made The Last of Us Part 2. You actually played some of his work, Tristan. You know that, right?
I didn't.
He wrote
Tris-
Uncharted.
You know, the funny
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is, I was like thinking about gaming stories and the games that I've played because I have a very limited catalog in comparison. And I was like, Uncharted's cool. It's not a great story. I prefer the gameplay. You know,
That's what I'm saying. He did Uncharted, and that's just okay story. Like I played the first Uncharted, I was like, wow, that story is kind of cheeks, but it was a fun game.
I mean, it was the first one. I thought had a better story than some of the other ones.
Oof, that's not good.
That's my personal opinion, and I don't claim to have a great opinion on these kinds of things because I don't delve into it too much. But you know, that's just me. I would definitely say, no, actually, I'm not even gonna worry about it because it don't matter.
But yeah, man, it was good. I think I said, like I told you guys, I felt at this from a while now. It's gonna be a good TV show, but it's not gonna live up to being one of the best games of all time. So, this is like a 6.5 for me.
That's fair.
It's above average, teetering on really good, but some of the decisions didn't stick with me very well.
Tristan?
I'm gonna be a little bit nice. I'm gonna go with a 6. Wasn't exactly my original plan. I'm gonna go with the 6 though. There was a lot of stuff that I did enjoy, and I think that the story was cool. I also enjoy this trope in TV and media and whatever else. I think Pedro did a good job. I think that just the acting was perfectly fine for the most part. But they didn't keep me invested in a lot of stuff a lot of the time. For me, thinking that this is like a zombie apocalypse idea, and then only seeing zombies twice throughout the whole season, pretty much, that was very disappointing. And it was more of a character piece, but I don't feel like they always did a great job with the character stuff.
All right.
3 stacks.
I am going to go with a 7. I think this is the definition of good, but not great. The problem is that it was great at times, and it was absolutely terrible at times. So, most things I give like a 7 or whatever, it's consistently just okay or good. Not okay, but consistently good. The problem with this one was the highs were high and the lows were in the gutter, maybe below, chilling with, some people that sadly passed away. But yeah, Anyway.
Yeah, man. So Last of Us didn't live up to our hype and didn't live up to my expectations, but it was still a good TV show. I'm not surprised people are enjoying it. I am surprised it's a mega hit, but the game was a mega hit, so it's not that crazy in my opinion.
A lot of the people that I'm hearing praise this show so much have never played the game.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. It's a mega hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For it to be a mega hit, it has to be people who didn't play the game.
Basically.
But I'm saying, like, when this came out, it stormed the gaming world, so I'm not surprised it stormed the TV world, too. Like, it's a transcendent piece of media, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, Red Dead Redemption series, please. The Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably a better story than it is a game. Does that say somebody who beat Red Dead Redemption 2 within a week? That game has a great story. Don't let Amazon touch it. HBO, get on that. Because I don't want Amazon to Rings of Power that shit. So.
Amazon doesn't get it. Netflix definitely doesn't
can't have that at all, bro.
Please don't let them touch it. Don't let them Death Note it.
They're like LGBTQ plus cowboys. Let's go.
You have a legit 6-season epic if you get your hands on the Red Dead Redemption 2 license. 1 and 2. Because you could go from 2 straight into 1, and that'd be fantastic. That's what I
didn't realize 2 was a precursor to 1, basically.
It is a precursor to 1, yeah.
Interesting.
You can play it either order,
right?
To be honest with you. It's kind of cooler having played 1 into 2, but it'd be cool playing 2 into 1 as well.